declarations. Not there. I don't want use. I want variable uses. So we are using derived, and that's it. Okay, I understand the confusion now. Okay, so when you parse a predicate, keyword this, parameter name, parameter keyword, no, parameter type, this peak type, token type, begin a transaction. If it's an is, we commit, and then only if parameter type not equals token type this, do we do the predicate use. Whoops. Parameter type. Vector class scope body, property declaration, enter function scope, variable type use, body, exit function scope, exit class scope. Oh, statement. Okay. Beats TypeScript allow this in type predicates. Turn type predicates. Okay. Am I using the visitor pattern? Yes. What do you think about the tech layoffs? I'm not familiar with the tech layoffs. I've heard that there are hiring freezes. I've not heard about layoffs. Except I've heard about Twitter layoffs, but I don't know if that's really related to tech. Maybe it is. I don't know. Think there's still plenty of jobs out there, at least for skilled people. Has that been confirmed? The Twitter thing? Stripe laid off 14%. That's quite a lot. Is that 14% of engineering? Stripe layoff. Many talented stripes. They call themselves stripes. So they don't really say here what kind of people got laid off. Do you know what kind of people got laid off? Wait, they hired 14% of their people since February? Man, they've been pushing hiring. No wonder they cut it. For example, our recruiting organization will be disproportionately affected. hire fewer people next year. So maybe it's not just engineering or largely engineering. There have been a ton of layoffs from many tech companies. Yeah, but does that affect the programmers? Here, it's unclear if it affects programmers. I only care about the programmers. Screw everybody else. Okay, we have made a feature. What else is there for TypeScript? Do I want to know? Excuse you. Here's what I could do. I could do more TypeScript support, language support. We could do LSP TypeScript with LSP. We could do debug server stuff. I don't know what yet, but something. Or we could do that Rust versus C++ thing. I'm leaning toward TypeScript with LSP. Of course, you would say that, Baba. Guess I should clarify what exactly would be the debug server stuff. Do I have a task for the debug server? Debugging web app. I do. Okay. What could we do here? Debug log messages. Yeah, that would be nice. Lint times. Okay. If we're gonna do it, one thing we could do is improve this UI. We can make it a tabbed interface. So LSP log and vector profile are different tabs, instead of just being all on one page. And then there could be other tabs. So tabs, version info, version server info version and PID. That would be handy. LSP log scrolling would be nice. Yeah, maybe we could work on this thing. Some node alternative to make a backend with Rust that allows programming with JavaScript. What? What does that mean? Make a backend with Rust that allows programming with JavaScript. What does that mean? What? So are you programming Rust or are you programming JavaScript? Because those seems at odds with each other. If you're programming in JavaScript, what the heck? What you said a backend with Rust. What does that mean? You meant something. It runs in Rust. What does that mean? What do you mean runs in Rust? What? Debug index.js. Source the HTML. That's what, not the JS. Okay. Tab bar HTML something something. Nav. So. ID is toolbar class tabs tab bar toolbar tab bar same thing class tab bar. Okay, li a ref nothing lsp log lsp log and then vector profile so we have this tab bar thing class tab main class tabbed, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So the goal is make this a tab thing where you can click and it blah. Like Tauri, but to make APIs. But well, why? Just use Node.js. What's wrong with Node.js? You can make extensions in Rust if you want to, using Nappy. Instead of it built in C++, have it built in Rust. But what's the point? How does that affect you at all? The idea is to execute JS code in the backup but not use V8 of Chrome. Why? Why? What? Why? That's like an arbitrary technical thing, maybe? Unless you have a reason. No title attribute for the links? You don't need a title. Why not? Because it's a huge amount of work for zero gain. What do you gain by not picking V8? Dino is a runtime for JavaScript, TypeScript, WebAssembly is based on the V8 engine and the Rust programming. Okay. Like Tari? No, okay. What is the advantage of Tari? Tell me the advantage of Tari versus the alternatives. Okay, let's do the CSS. Tool, no, tab, bar. Display, flex. Boom, tabs. List, style, item, no, list, item, style. List, something, something. What is it called? List, style, type. List, style, type. Style, type, none. R, tab. Okay. Margin 0. Well, don't need a margin 0, but okay. Padding 0. So here, A padding. Padding is 0.5 rem, 1 rem. Wait, what? Invalid or illegal string was specified for the URL? Oh no. My WebSocket code breaks when there's a hash, because URL still has a hash. I didn't think of that. You can't have a WebSocket with a hash. WebSocket. Where's WebSocket? URL dot. It's called fragment hash. Hash is empty. Okay, now you load. Stupid internet. Maybe I should have a gap that you can't click. Or maybe that's fine. Border. Beautiful. Look at my tabs, buddy. I'm usigvim. Yes, I am usigvim. Okay. We need an active. Isn't active a thing already? One question survey. Which features should be improved across browsers in the coming year? For your needs as a developer, which features should be improved across browsers in the coming year? This means enabling support or fixing bugs. Please select up to 5. CSS attribute references. I see. Outline property. Color, font, feature detection and palettes. CSS typed object model. Computed style map. Math functions. The dir pseudo class. Nth child pseudo class selector list argument. Backdrop filter. Motion path. Blank and empty. Yes, please. Scoping. I'm not sure what CSS scoping is. Scope. Where's at scope? I don't know what at scope is. Media query range syntax. Ooh, that would be a nice convenience. See, it says containment, masking, custom properties, color space functions, yes. CSS images, border image, wow, I don't know the border image. Leading trim property, user invalid, user valid. Custom paint API, submit. They can't tell me this is only one question when this is the question. Okay, I did the survey, hooray. Back to real world. So active is wrong. Active is not what I want. I want whatever the current URL is thing. Right? Isn't there a thing? Where's the list of pseudo classes? Full screen, modal pip, autofill, enabled, disabled, read only, checked, default. Linguistic pseudo classes. Location. Wait, colon link is only unvisited? Really? I thought colon link was, it's a link. Really? Oh. Interesting. Local link. Interesting. Target. Matches element which is a target of the doc. There we go. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Target. Colon target. So we would say background color red. Nope, doesn't work. Or target is the thing that was clicked. Target is the thing that was clicked. Target background color green. Yeah, that's the no the this thing. I want the button. Elements that are a reference point. What? Is there really no CSS thing for this? I guess there's no CSS thing for this. I guess I gotta manually do the active in JavaScript. Why not use JavaScript as CSS? Yeah, I guess that's what I have to do. How do I target an input button by a class? This is not what I want at all. A active? But isn't active when it's being clicked? Like, see? I'm clicking holding, but I didn't navigate. I'm still on LSP log. And if I finish clicking, it doesn't stay. Active is not what I want either. Oh well, I guess I have to make my own active. So, bar view constructor root elements root so we want to say this root element is root elements. This root elements add event listener. Click. I don't really want a click listener. I want a navigation listener. Right? Because if they click, if they change the URL, it should change this too. So, what's the location event called? JavaScript location change events. Mutation observer? What? That looks cancer. Pop state event. That looks more relevant. I'm doing it all wrong? Yeah, feels like I'm doing it all wrong. A visited? But that... No, visited isn't wrong. Have you seen any cool developments in assembly lately? No. Hash change event. That looks perfect. Hash change. This on check current hash. Okay, check current hash. So window location hash. Let's just log it. Okay, and then we have a new tab bar view of document query all tab bar for let bar element of that tab bar elements. Okay. Hash vector profile, and if we change it by clicking, it changes, and if we change it manually, it changes. Good, good. LI a active. It should really be the LI that gets active, huh? Whatever. Let active elements. Okay, for active element class list, remove active. And then we say well, let's just go through each A. Dot toggle active to current hash is window location hash elements ref current hash. Let's write it like that. Is it toggling? It's not. Oh, the href is the full URL. So we need to say new URL dot hash. Hey, look. Look at that. What website coding? We're making a tab bar for this debug server. Debug server, well, debug server is kind of a misnomer. Basically, we have our editor here, and when we type in our editor, it tells the debug server stuff. So we just added an array, so we get data about the array. Right now we're working on making it pretty, like having a tab bar. Dev docs? What's dev docs? Oh, this thing? I've tried using things like this, and I just keep coming back to just using a normal search engine. I never remember to use the tool. Can we contribute? You can backseat code if you want. Most beautiful thing you've seen all day? I am sorry to hear that. Okay. So this actually, no, this is a tab bar element. We don't even need that. No. Tab bar element. And we also have the tabbed elements. Tabbed element. Container element. Tab container element. Oops. Okay, and then we loop through tabbed elements of. Let's call this a tabbed container. This tabbed container element query selector all dot tab. Let's, so it's the ID, okay. If current hash okay, I guess we would say active. We need an active tag thingy for this too. So tabbed container anything, I guess a section, display none, but if it is active, then it's there. Let's, current hash is that, current ID is current hash replace hash with nothing. So tabbed element ID is current ID. Uh-oh. Tabbed container element is undefined because we didn't do it here. Element by ID. What did I call this one? Just main tab container. Main tabbed container. toolbar, tab bar. Let's just not be too fancy. Do that. That's weird. Why is LSP log appearing? It's inactive. What? See, vector profile disappears correctly. Why is this not disappearing correctly? So how does it disappear? Class tab, it's not active. Display none. But oh, LSP log display. Oh. Bang important. Easy. Hey, it didn't work. Because this also needs dang. Oh man. Okay, bang important doesn't work. I need this to have higher specificity than this. The normal way, the way normal programmers do this, is they add a div. Is this your personal project for a client or something? This is for Quicklin.js, as Mr. Yan said, which is my personal project. Why did you call check current hash again in the constructor after you've called it already for a hash change event? Because when you load the page, I want it to update the tab. Why don't you use some virtual DOM based library? Because I don't need it. No hablas español, portugués. ¿Qué pasa? What am I doing here? Je sais pas. I don't know what you're doing here. This wants grid. This wants display none. Oh, you can. Oh, here's a dumb way to do it. Not active. Importance. This is a dumb way to do it. There you go. Now the LSP tab is more interesting. Very nice. And if you don't select either, then there's no thing. Cool. Debug. Tabbed interface. Whatever. Okay, let's make it look prettier than ugly on ugly. You just created hash navigation manually. Congrats. Yes, with 5 lines of code instead of 500 lines of code. Plus virtual DOM library router thingy. Did I throw the alien keyboard into the ocean? No, not yet. I still need to do that. Okay, not 5 lines, 22 lines. And it actually works, unlike most routing frameworks. We don't need this title anymore because it's part of the thing. Text decoration none. Font weight bold. I want border bottom color transparent. What do tabs look like? Like real tabs, not shitty Firefox tabs. I guess there should be no border. No, there should be no top. I don't know. Windows tabs. Let's go back to the olden days. These guys. Okay, so there's a border on the top, left, and right, but there's no border on the bottom for the selected one. Okay, so I did that right. But the color, the background color is the same. So what I need to do is make this background color the same and this background color different. So background color. Like that. Yes. And then to make it really tabtacular, this needs to be, there needs to be a line. Tab bar, border bottom, 1px solid black. Roughly like that. What did you do there with not active thing in CSS? Can you explain? Okay. So before, okay, there's two ways to do it that work slightly differently. Okay, here's what I had originally. What I had originally is all tabs are display none by default unless it's active. Okay? This works if there's no other rules. So this is what that looks like. Wait, that shouldn't work. Oh, this is backwards. Sorry. Wait, no. What? Now it's working. What? Did the specificity change? Did I derp something? Wait, what? Oh. Yes. Okay, now. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. So, when you're on the LSP log tab, it shows the LSP log, good. And it hides the vector profile thing, good. But when you're on vector profile, it shows the vector profile, good, but it doesn't hide LSP log. The reason it doesn't hide LSP log is that the LSP logs display grid is taking priority over our display none. So we want display none to take priority. One way to do that is with bang important. Once you do that, now this bang important takes priority over this display block. But then if you do display block bang important, now this is taking priority over display grid, but we don't want it to take priority. We don't want it to be block. We want it to be grid. So, to avoid having to write bang important on block, we can say if you're not active, then say none bang important. And if you are active, then it skips this rule and it'll use this rule or whatever other rule would apply. So that's why we use not. And it's not the same as setting it and then setting it back like we were trying to do. Grid important doesn't do the trick? No, it doesn't. Because if you say grid important, now this is always prioritized over display none and display block. So it never hides. If everything's important, then nothing's important. You know? The plural Michael Jackson file format? No, it's Michael Jackson script. VMTTMV. Huh? When I click issue, it says number of words ending with ool. But none of these words end in ool. We want it be grid when active for LSP, block when active for vector, and none when inactive for either of them. And none when inactive for either. Yes. Or, yeah. If everything is important, then nothing is important. My project manager should know that. Yes. It's a very good life advice thing, quote. What do I think of your new website so far? I don't like it. Doesn't seem like a useful website. I can upload these recordings to my YouTube channel? I could. But I want them to be higher quality, not just copy paste snippets from my stream. I achieved this by adding what exactly? By doing this. If you're not active, in other words, I could have done it the opposite way. So what I could have done is instead of adding an active, I could have a hidden. And then you say tab hidden. See, this works the same way. But I don't want to say hidden, I want to say active, which is the opposite. So really the opposite of hidden is active, so I write non-active, and then the opposite when the classes. Why new website does not inspire or motivate you yet? Because it's not a useful website. I can't put in my own sentences. I guess that's the main thing. Like, it doesn't do anything. You know? See films? If it let me input my own sentences and then it gave me information of like what are the most common endings, word endings, or what words rhyme in the text that I input or something. That would be interesting. Do you type all of the brackets with your right pinky? No, I don't type any of the brackets with my right pinky. I might use my pinky for shift. So, for these brackets, I use right middle. For this, I'll use right ring. I mean, when I'm thinking about it, I don't type naturally. Okay, that's left middle. That's okay. So this is left, no, right middle. This I type with my right middle. This I type with my right middle. And pinky shift. And then this I type with my right ring, pinky shift. I don't type any of those with my pinky. That's absurd. Only a freak does that. So if non-active market is none, otherwise follow whatever is implemented. Yes, Maniac, yes. I hate it when I press 0 with pinky. Why would you press 0 with pinky? It's only what crazy people do. What's my hair routine? I have a clip for that. Probably this clip. Yeah, this clip. So I have Pantene shampoo and Pantene conditioner. Every day I will shampoo the hair, rinse it out, condition the hair, then wash my body so the conditioner stays in for a little bit, then wash out the conditioner and the soap. And then, I don't know if I go into detail after with this. Then what I do is I dry my hair. I think at the time of this video, I didn't use a hair dryer. Nowadays, I use a hair dryer. But I will use a towel, usually paper towels, to dry my hair. Then I'll use a hair dryer to dry my hair further. Then I will comb my hair, put it in a ponytail, and leave it in the ponytail for a while. And then eventually undo the ponytail. Isn't it good for your hair to use shampoo every day? I've heard that it's bad to wash your hair every day, but oh well. Is there any good programming language to get a GF? If by GF you mean girlfriend, I don't think so. Okay. We're working on this tab thing. We made this tab thing down here and it looks stupid. Why does it not position correctly? That's interesting. I would expect, because these guys are padding, why doesn't this have the same size as this? That is peculiar. Why is this smaller? that's not it. Why is this smaller? So 19.5, 19.2. What? Oh. And then plus the 0.5 border. Sure. What? Why is a DevTool showing this up here is small, but this is the right size? Or is it the right size? Wait, what? Oh, the padding. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's wrong. Why doesn't this include the padding? Oh, because A needs to be inline block. Display inline block. Yes. Display inline block. Okay. Now that makes sense. Now what I want to do is how do I do this? I want to hide the line there. So what I could do is add a border. So right now it's transparent. But if I make it white, and then I move this up 1 pixel. Is that how you do it? I think on my website I have this. How did I do it on my website? Is my internet down? Nope. I got this. This is similar. I think I just cheated and I didn't do any borders. Maybe I did a border. Did I do a border? Oh, I made the border color the same as the tab color. Yeah, okay. I didn't do any tricks of this. Okay, so we can say on the tab bar, margin bottom -1 pix. What? No, that is not what I want. Oh, right, margin is outside. Duh. Look at that. It's crummy. You can see it's crummy right there. Add important for whiteboard. No, that's not the issue, Maniac. That's not how it works. That's not how important works. You can see it, but you can't see it. Oh, I can see it. I'm the master of CSS. No. CSS tabs. Oh my gosh. Let's see how terrible they did it. They did it like this. Ooh, vertical tabs. Fancy. I want like tradish like this, except this looks fucking ugly. See, this looks cool. Yeah, I want that. Bootstrap tabs X.